I often get asked, what's more important? Is it more important to have a good golf swing and minimal control of the club face, or not such a good golf swing but perfect control of the club face? And I'll always give the same answer. The golf swing is really important because obviously the golf swing is your vehicle. Okay, that's what generates the strike for you hitting the shot. If you can have a consistent swing and a consistent strike, a clean strike, whereas you're striking the ball first, then you're going to generate a decent hit. But it's the club face that ultimately decides exactly where that golf ball is going to go. So you could have potentially the world's best golf swing and get into all the right positions with your swing and be attacking the golf ball in the correct angles. But if it impacts your club face is looking 30 yards right, your ball's always going to end up 30 yards right of target. If it's looking 70 yards left, it's always going to look 70 yards left of target. So ultimately, it's the club face that decides exactly where that golf ball is going to go. And it's a part that often people tend to overlook. They get so focused, so wrapped up in how their swing looks and the positions they're getting into as they hit the golf shot, they forget to control the club face. Now, as a coach, unfortunately, the one thing that I can't coach and can't teach people is how a shot feels. Okay, I can't tell you this is what a draw will feel like, this is what a fade will feel like. So it's something that you need to work out for yourself. And again, when you're down at the range and practicing, all too often I see people trying to hit dead straight shots. They're trying to hit the perfect shot all the time. And for me, you find out how to hit the perfect shot by hitting imperfect shots. Okay? So what we want to try to do is we actually want to see, okay, what's my hook feel like? What does my slice feel like? If you can work out your two extremes, what a big hook feels like and what a big slice feels like, then your hands will be educated. You'll find that your hands will work out exactly what it feels like to hit a draw, hit a slice, hit a hook, hit a fade, those type of shots there. And in really simplistic terms, if you imagine, if you get yourself set up so the club face is looking, or so the leading edge of the golf club is looking straight up at the sky, so it's 90 degrees to the ground. A draw, you feel that closing of the club face for impact, and a fade, you feel that club face opening up for impact. Again, really simplistic, but essentially that's what it is. A draw is that movement, and a fade is that movement as you're hitting the golf shot. Now, unfortunately, the golf swing isn't a case of you do your swing, stop, close the club face, and then hit the golf ball, or do your swing, stop, open the club face, and hit the shot there. It's happening as you're striking the golf ball, so you've got to feel that club face turning over or opening as you're hitting the shot. Something that I tend to do, if you notice here, so I've set up two shafts on the ground, so one shaft is pointing towards my target, and another shaft at 90 degrees, which is cutting pretty much through the centre of the golf ball. If I want to hit a draw, I try to imagine the toe of the golf club getting back to that start-finish line, that line here, before the heel does. So essentially I'm having a race between the toe of the golf club and the heel of the golf club. So if I can get the toe beating the heel back to the golf ball, I know I'm going to generate hook spin. If I'm going to try to hit fade, I want to try and get the heel back to the golf ball before the toe of the golf club, and that's going to generate the slice to me. And this is where we talk about the Goldilocks principle. Now, obviously, Goldilocks wasn't the nicest girl in the world. She broke into the three-bed's house, obviously, so that's not the nicest thing to do. But what she does, she helps us to hit or to work out what a draw feels like, what a hook feels like, or a slice feels like as we're hitting those shots there. So in the same respect that the porridge, Daddy Bear's porridge was too hot, Mummy Bear's porridge was too cold, Baby Bear's porridge was just right, I try to visualise too hot is a hook, too cold is a slice, and just right is a dead straight shot there. So as I'm hitting the golf ball, what I want to feel is that I want to find out what it feels like to hit that too hot, that big hook as I'm hitting that shot. I want to find out what it feels like to hit that big slice, that too cold a shot. So based on those two shots, then I can work out what a straight shot feels like. So next time you're practicing, try to set yourself up and try to hit 3 shots, okay? First one, you're going to go for the big hook, the Daddy Bear hook, okay? So this is my biggest hook that I can hit. So back, trying to hook that ball, bend that ball off to the left there. I don't know if you can see that on the screen, but that ball's bent miles off to the left as I've hit that shot. So as I've hit it, I've generated how much spin? Over 2,700 revolutions of hook spin, and the ball's finished 68 yards offline, okay? So my next one, I'm going to go for the big slice, the Mummy Bear shot. Okay, so this time here is I hit the shot, same swing, so I hit the shot, leave the face wide open, and then the ball bends off to the right as I'm hitting that shot. Lots and lots of slice spin. Ball comes up quite a bit shorter when you hit that slice, as we've already discussed last week. This time here, so I've generated only 1,100 revolutions of slice spin, and the ball's now finished 30 yards offline. So based on those two shots, my big hook, my big slice, this time I'm going to hit the Baby Bear shot. So this time as I'm hitting it, I'm not trying to do anything with my hands at all. All I'm focusing on is getting a good strike as I hit that shot and trying to hit it towards my target. That one, to be honest with you, Wasn't my best shot in the world, but he's finished a heck of a lot straighter than the other ones did. So next time you're practicing, try to imagine you're doing that as you're hitting the shot. Try to imagine the daddy bear, the big hook, the baby bear, mummy bear, big slice, baby bear hitting it straight towards that target. So think of the Goldilocks principle. Have a bit of fun with the club face. Close that club face, hit those hooks, open that club face, hit those slices. If your hands can work out what it feels like to open and close the club face as you're hitting it, you'll get a much better control of the ball flight. And fingers crossed, you'll find you'll get at lower scores, you'll hit more greens, you'll hit more fairways. See you later.